Hayoka Pippies, hello Kyopis. Okay, do you see the wheel?
What is that?
This
I
wheel
got
has...
in the middle.
Yeah, so this is the will of the devil's advocate. It has a lot of topics. Can a VTuber with an ugly voice be successful? The devil thinks it's impossible. What's the three most important things for the VTubers? It's the model, the personality, and the voice. Like, it has to have a nice voice. Otherwise, people just wouldn't watch the streams, you know? If you don't like the voice, people just wouldn't watch.
I think that the voice doesn't really matter, right? Because, like, you know, people watch, like, TTS VTubers.
But in the end, TTS is not the same as listening like an actual expressive human being explaining things to you, you know? Like, with their emotions in the voice.
Well, I mean, what about streamers that don't share their voice at all, right? There's a lot of VTubers. There's a one VTuber, she's on Twitch and she's in India. I don't remember her name right now, but she's like a corpse character in like a coffin. She doesn't even have like a model that like moves or anything. And she just doesn't say anything on the stream. So why like to say that the voice matters is...
Would you even consider that a VTuber if it has no model whatsoever or no voice, just text on the screen?
I think you're kind of moving the goalpost a bit here. This discussion was meant to be about VTubers with ugly voices. And what I'm saying is that if people without sharing their voice can be successful, then who is to say that the voice is an integral factor in the success of a VTuber? I rest my case, Your Honor.
Should VTubers retain their IP? The devil thinks not.
Okay, the reason why VTubers should not be able to retain their IP after joining corporations is because in order to join a corporation, the corporation needs some sort of grounded investment in your identity, right? Like they need to have something that they are in ownership of in order to be able to safely continue investing in your future career. So what you're doing when you give them your IP, or is ideally you should be selling your IP to them, so that way they are not just like investing into you and then you can just leave without buying it back. You know, it's like collateral.
I understand your point, but don't you think it's a waste that when a talent is no longer working like for a company, that the model and all the assets, they just like go to trash, you know? Isn't that a waste?
It is sad and it is a little bit of a waste. However, the alternative is people joining agencies and then immediately leaving with their brand identity. You know, they're having this corporation invest into advertisements for them, purchase the model for them. What reason would you have to become an indie? Why not just join a company, get your model, and then leave?
When you join a corporation, you normally sign a contract, right? And you can't just break that contract, so you would have to wait until it expires to actually do something to leave the company, you know?
That is possible. However, it is very difficult for a lot of companies to enforce their contract in any meaningful manner. It is very easy for people to break the rules of their company, leave, and not have any real legal repercussion.
But don't you like feel bad for the artists and the riggers? I'm emotionally manipulating right now. Are drama tubers scum? I think that VTubers benefit from drama as a whole. I get to know a lot of VTubers because of the drama videos. Even if people say like drama can be bad for the content creator, like in the end, negative advertising is also advertising. So I think the impact drama tubers have on the VTuber sphere is exclusively positive.
I would say exclusively positive is a bit of a stretch. I don't know if I want to know a VTuber that like fucked their dog or stole $10,000 from somebody.
I don't know. In my opinion, that's actually like the peak of VTubing.
What the fuck?
Are Japanese and Western VTubing different? The devil thinks so.
All right, the reason why Western and Japanese VTubing are different is because of innate cultural and societal differences, not just from like the country differences, but also in the internet sphere, right? The humor and preferred content choices of the Japanese on the internet are going to be very different from what a Westerner would on average prefer to watch.
Like, is it really fair to compare like Japanese VTubers with like just Western VTubers? Because there's a lot of different people in the West, you know? Like, I don't think it's just fair to think like about Japanese VTubers specifically.
However, the reason why we would create such a discussion about the difference between Western VTubers and Japanese VTubers is because Japanese VTubers are currently leading the market in terms of watch time, monetization. They are the market leaders, so it is obvious for us in the West to compare and contrast with.
Is it really that way? For example, we all know that the most popular VTuber is Garguda, and even though she works for Hololive, which is a Japanese company, she is a Western VTuber.
So what data are you using to say that Gagura is the most popular VTuber?
Numbers next to her name on YouTube.
Well, if we're going by numbers next to names on YouTube, then technically, on paper, the most popular VTuber in the world is Cookie Swirl C.
Who?
Cookie Swirl Z is a toy channel kids content creator turned VTuber. She actually shares a model artist with Lami from Hololive.
What? That exists?
Yeah.
Huh. Politics in VTubing. The devil wants VTubers
Jesus fucking Christ.
talking politics.
I think the reason why VTubers should get involved with politics is because it's really important to spread the messages of today's society. Injustices, wars, things that are affecting real people, things that are real issues. I think VTubers need to take a stand and use their platform for good.
I think there's a lot of people who can already cover that kind of stuff, like online. Shouldn't we just leave the content, like the VTubers alone? Because, you know, we're just cute girls doing cute things.
Well, there are people dying out there. Are you, by doing cute things, going to ignore the fact that people out there need real help, that there is real change that you can make with your platform? Do you want people to die? People are dying, KyOresu! They're fucking dying! You can stop them! You can stop them from dying! Donate to my platform!
They died? I didn't kill him!
Donate to my friends! GoFundMe! I pasted it 10 times in the replies to this tweet!
Is Anoshi without fetishes worthless? The devil hates fetishes and Yoroshi.
What the fuck? Fetish content is the lowest common denominator type audience, all right? You are building your brand on the identity of gooning, and if you do not bring something to the table other than fetish content, your viewers are ultimately going to leave you for some other whore.
That might be true, but maybe you can just attract some of the new viewers, you know, like with that kind of content, you know, like with fetishes, like for example, stuff like feet cam and stuff. There's a lot of feet freaks who like just, if they see you doing one feet stream, they subscribe and then they will follow your channel and then they will chat in every fucking stream asking for your feet. Okay, maybe it doesn't sound as good. Yeah, maybe it doesn't sound that good, but they engage with your content, which is, you know, good for the algorithm.
They're engaging with your content because they're horny and they want you to do horny things.
Is there a clearly defined VTubing culture? The devil does not believe in VTubing culture. I think VTubing culture is bullshit. I mean, most of it just comes, you know, like from popular VTuber corpos like Hololive, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's pretty nice. But I don't think you should apply that to every content creator out there, you know? Like, why would you tell a content creator that they should do this? Like, you should, like, you have no idea about the VTuber culture if you do it this way. Now, shut the fuck up, you know? Shut the fuck up.
Then you admit that there is a VTubing culture. You don't like how it's applied, but there is a VTubing culture.
I mean, yeah, there is, but I don't believe in it.
Well, how can you not believe in it, but also acknowledge its existence?
I don't believe that it's good for our planet. Why are some people in chat saying Pippa ESL?
Because they hate me.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.